Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Will. I got a new one for you. Alright, so check it out. And before I get into it, I am in no way, shape, or form hating on this man. I'm just making points. This is all I'm doing. This video is about your boy, my boy, hell of a fighter, Floyd Mayweather. Now, I have something very interesting to say. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. That's cool. But my thing is this. The key to beating Floyd Mayweather is, which I can't believe ain't none of these fucking guys he fought figured it out yet, but the key to beating this man is keeping your cool. Hello. Keep your cool. If you keep your cool, you stand a better chance of beating him. Don't let all that shit that he do in a press conference, and when you go on the little promotional tours to promote your upcoming fight, don't let all that shit he talk get to you. Because if you look at it, Hatton, De La Hoya, all these guys, everybody fought. He talked shit, and they want to get him in the ring so bad they want to what? Kill him, not box him. And y'all know what I'm talking about. So if you go in there with a clear head, you stand a better chance of beating this man. Cause I don't want to hear that shit. He can't be beat. Anybody can be beat. He's good, but anybody can be beat. Come on now, let's just be for real. Let's just be for real. Let's be motherfucking real. Anybody can be beat. That's part of the formula. That's number one. Keeping your cool. Number two is stay out of the center of the ring. See, that's when he's at his best. If you've seen that De La Hoya fight, you already know. See, when he's in the center of the ring, then he can utilize his speed. See, on the ropes, I think you have a better chance of having him on the ropes and crowding them, holding, getting them little shots in before the referee break you up, stuff like that. But he can be beaten. And I just don't understand why these motherfuckers ain't figured it out yet. If you just be patient, take your time. Because if you look at it, when Mosley hurt him in the second round, after that, what Mosley do with his dizzy ass up? What did he do? Motherfucker got wild. He caught him with a straight right, nice right, hurt him. Okay. Then he catches him again, but that punch that he caught him with the second time in the second round, he threw a wild clubbing punch, and then, he buckled his knees up, but he kept throwing wild. And after that, that's all he had. That's all he had was in the second round. He shot his best shot in the second round, and that was it. Mayweather picked him apart. Lost his what? His cool. You did what you had to do to get him hurt, and you lost your cool. Same thing with De La Hoya. The motherfucker had him all on the ropes. He had that part right, on the ropes, but he was reckless. He was just clubbing them and hitting them all in the body all wild like that and all that wild shit. That's bullshit. You don't do that with a guy with his skill set. You don't do that with a guy with Mayweather's skill set, because they pick you apart. You have to make him uncomfortable. You have to keep him guessing. Now, this is why I say I give Cotto a slim chance of doing something, of pulling off the upset, because he's not rattling Miguel Cotto's cage. Y'all know that. Miguel Cotto, a cool customer. I never seen in that ring Miguel Cotto rattle. I don't give a fuck what the situation was. When Margarito was whooping on his ass, giving him a massive ass whooping, Pacquiao giving him a massive ass whooping, he always kept his cool. He was getting his ass whooped, but he always kept his cool. So that's why I say it's a slim chance. And all that shit that Mayweather was doing on the face-off with Max Kellerman, y'all seen what he was doing, sitting up there talking about what's going on with the game. And I bet on high on all this other shit. Y'all seen that HBO face-off match. Y'all seen how he's acting. Cotto can care less about that shit. He wasn't worried about that shit because he knew what it was. That's why I say Cotto gonna come in there with a clear mind, sound body. He gonna be ready. But everybody else he fought, he did all that Mayweather shit get to him, and he started talking all that shit, and then pride got in the way, and look, he pick you apart. You cannot let this man pick you apart mentally. See, he picks you apart mentally before he gets you in the ring and pick you apart physically. Everybody who knows Floyd Mayweather, who's a fan, knows this. I'm not talking bad about this brother. This is what he do. I'm just giving out points how you can beat him. You got to keep your cool no matter what happens. Okay, he blocked a lot of your shots, but some he can block because he already shown he can be hit. Good as that defense was. Because look what Mosley did. So he showed he could be hit. And Ortiz, he got a few licks in, but he lost his cool. See, that's another motherfucker lost his cool. He thought he was gonna overpower Mayweather, and look what happened. Got his ass whooped. He thought he was gonna overpower Mayweather, and that's what he thought. I believe he was the strongest out of the two. I think Victor Ortiz was stronger. It don't matter. Strength don't matter. It's skill. See, motherfuckers don't understand. It's skill. But he went in there with that bullshit, and that's what he did. And he gonna headbutt him on some sucker ass shit. And it's amazing to me how nobody don't mention the headbutt, but they just mention the quick two piece he caught his ass. The quick two piece Mayweather caught his ass with, and sent him on his way. Everybody mention that shit. Don't mention what led up to that. But if Cotto can keep his cool though, getting back to that, I think you never know. You never know. And let's be honest, how focused is this man really on his fight? Mayweather's going to jail after this fight. That's what I'm saying. See, you never know what's on his mind. He said that shit on 24/7. He ain't worried about that. But come on now. Every nigga know. In the history of niggas, if you going to jail, that's on your mind. Tell me if I'm lying. Right, exactly. So I ain't lying about that shit. So that's what I'm saying. That may be, you might not, which I doubt, because he always come prepared, but you never know. You might not get Mayweather's best that night. Cotto might not get Mayweather's best that night. You never know. And Miguel Cotto is, he leaves himself open to them uppercuts. Because if you've seen his Ab Judah fight, yeah, And I think Mayweather's going to give him a heavy dose of them uppercuts. And I think that's why he hit my man low in his nuts both times. Zab caught his ass with some uppercuts. So, I think Mayweather's going to catch him with a heavy dose of uppercuts. We're going to see what Cotto do about that. But he got to keep his cool no matter what. You got to keep your cool, keep him out the middle of the ring, and we'll see what's up. See, if he can do that and keep him on the ropes, but not too much, because you're going to get countered, because Mayweather's an excellent counter puncher. World renowned for that shit. So, we'll see what happens. I can't wait for May 5th. See, it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a real good fight. It's going to be better than what people think. But keep him out of the middle of the ring. That's where he's at his best. Keep him guessing. Keep his ass on the ropes for a little bit. Hold him. Catch him with the body shot before the referee break it up. He got to go to that body. He got to go to that body. He got to. And, and use your fucking jab. Because if you notice in that De La Hoya fight, when De La Hoya used the jab, Mayweather, great as he is defensively, he had nothing for that jab, and then Oscar, for some fucking reason, he stopped using the damn jab, asshole. He couldn't do shit, because the fight was very close. The fight was very close, but don't knock on my boy Mayweather. I think he is going to handle business, but if Cotto can somehow do those things I was talking about, you never know. Alright, y'all, that's it for me. Peace and blessings. Deuces.